And here we are, more or less where we left off. I'm actually trying something new and not having an intro to my videos. We'll just jump right into the gameplay. With my videos being 2 hours long usually, I think it's a good idea to just jump on in, you know? So let's do that. Now that we're out of here, let's, there you are, Roach. Roachy Roach. Yeah, I kind of like Igni as the, my default go-to. Is it going? Which way is this going? It's going this way. Yeah, I hope you guys liked that first episode. Technically episode 36. Been a while. But I think I thoroughly enjoyed it. And that Geralt voice I did in the beginning, I was able to find an AI text-to-speech. And I downloaded 2 separate audio files.
That's it, Roach.
Because a lot of those things want you to pay for it and stuff, and I found one where it was free, but the character limit was very limited. Because I was thinking about doing the whole
let's go.
What's going on? I was thinking about doing the whole like, you know, the whole the note on the board. I was gonna do all that in Geralt's voice. But I would have had to do like 3 separate video files, and I didn't know if there'd be a limit.
Come on, Roach.
Over there, monsters have come.
Yeah, there's monsters. Let's see, where is it?
Up if I want to get rid of the Endriggers.
Yeah. Because I hit the wrong button. There we go. So we can usually loot. Oh, well. Let's see what we got here. I'll take that, I will take that, I'll take that.
We down a whole bottle in toast to your deeds. May good health never leave you, Witcher.
You guys could read that if you want. I'm not going to read it out loud.
How's your health?
How's your health? Oh, hello. I'll take all that. Get over here, Roach.
Regis. Could have picked some other place to meet.
trying to meet Regis here, but where are you? You dead? Not trying to meet Regis just yet. That's kind of cool. We'll come back to that. We're trying to go this way. Oh, it's a bear. Sorry, buddy. It was you or me. I decided me. I can't remember how do you use the how do you use the crossbow? Ah, that's how you use it. Okay. Apparently there's a cave under here. Oh, hello. Might be smart to drink potion first. Oh, it's showing something over here, but let me let's get more breath.
Found something in Moreau's tomb to activate the entry portal. Wonder what surprises this place has in store.
I like how we're still wearing our fancy garb. You know, let's change that. Let's put our Witcher armor on. We'll try some of this stuff out later. We'll see how it works. Oh yeah, I have these. Totally forgot about that. Vesemir's hat. Anyway.
Implanted spice. Sick sense of humor someone's got.
see. Whew. Something is making noises. What's that? Copper ore. I don't need that. I say, is there going to be more spikes that shoot out of the floor? What I love about this armor, I get automatic Yurden? No. Gwent. There's a hole. Hey, whatever armors we don't keep, I'll end up selling. Now, obviously, I should probably go down that hole, but what's over here? Take all that. I'm guessing this is what led to that hole. Yeah. Whew. Don't want to go down there. Is that water? I can't tell. That might be water. Yeah, we'll wait on that. What's this?
Blood-soaked. Grave robber was wounded while attempting the climb. Needed to bandage up. Managed to avoid the panthers at least.
Nah, I don't need that. Since certain suspicious individuals have begun hanging around outside my laboratory, I have been forced to implement additional security measures. I suspect they are but common criminals looking for something shiny to steal, and have no real interest in my research. But better safe than sorry. Furthermore, on the advice of an engineer acquaintance of mine, I've decided to secure the premises with a simple mechanical apparatus. In one of the rooms along the route to the laboratory, I've installed a mechanism for locking and unlocking the doors, which is operated by pressing 4 protruding stones placed high up on the walls. I can bypass this lock with ease by using a simple spell, but a common thief will be faced with a double challenge. First, he must notice these stones and puzzle out their purpose. Then he must find a way to press them. Because why not? It's a giant rock.
Just do this.
I mean, that was fairly obvious that was going to happen, right? Am I the only one? Now, is it in this room? The stones? Oh, yeah. I see them now.
Whoever was here must have scaled that wall, evaded the Panthers.
Unless that's not. What's over here? This is probably the door out. Okay.
Course. Locked. Notes I found mention 4 protruding stones. Gotta press them somehow. Crossbow, maybe? Could try to hit them.
Or that. So that was 2. Where's the other 2? Oh, I see him. How do I use this rope, though?
Not bad. Wouldn't mind having something like that myself.
Well, you did mention the crossbow. Which definitely works.
Ha! Did it.
I would go down there, but I don't know how to get back up. Where are you?
Interesting as places go. Seems someone put a lot of thought into its design. Should look around.
Definitely gonna have to fight. We're definitely gonna have to fight these things. Yep.
Unwanted guest. Intruder. You're not.
Yeah, figured as much.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, we have a gargoyle paw. This looks suspicious. Let's see what this... I mean, yeah, obviously, it put it there, but... Is that really gonna work?
Great. Portals. This just keeps getting better.
Huh. Well, he's facing that way, so I'm gonna go this way. Once again, he's facing that way, so...
Alright, now to find the next portal.
Well, shit. What could be the clue? There's usually a clue. We might not have a clue. Call me crazy, but I'm gonna go back to this one.
Damn it, back where I started.
Well, that makes sense. I did go through the portal I came in. Okay. Now it is acting like you can jump down. Is that a different room? It is a different room. I thought it was the same room. It's not.
Damn it, back where I started.
Okay. Well, we know this one works.
Alright, now to find the next portal.
Well, it was technically left, so let's go left again.
Damn it, wrong again. Could be some clue around here.
Maybe it's what he's holding.
Alright, now to find the next portal.
I already went through that one. I used the top left. Maybe it's the bottom left.
Damn it, back where I started.
Okay. Okay.
Alright, now to find the next portal.
I did not realize I could access the one he was facing up here, so I'm thinking it's this one.
Alright, now to find the next portal.
Yep. Alright, he's facing that way. But I think now we are higher up. I don't know, is that the same area? I can't tell, dude. This pose is also a little different.
Back where I started.
idea of where I'm going, at least.
Right. Now to find the next portal.
I went through the one the Pather was looking at. But maybe it wasn't this one. Maybe it was the one on the second level.
Statues seem oddly oriented, as if to all face in one direction. The right portal, maybe?
Well, that's the idea.
Alright, now to find the next portal.
I figured it would be the Panther.
Right, now to find the next portal.
Let's look at this more. Is there a third one up there? I already went through these two. Wasn't those? He's facing down like it's this. Not this portal. Kidding me, Geralt? Get over there. There we go. Aha!
Must be where Moreau had his lab. Crystals. Should mount them in the megascope. Missing 2 crystals. Just need to pick an entry.
the 18th of Yule, year 1102. Today I begin my great life's endeavor, one greater and more significant than any I have thus far undertaken, for it relates to me personally, to myself and my son. When 15 years passed, a beast of the forest assaulted me. A witcher came to my aid, saved my life. I could not know that for said salvation, I would in the end pay by relinquishing any say as to my own son's fate. Had I the skill to turn back time, I would have done so, and perished rather than surrender to the witchers my only son. But as it was, on the day when Jerome was taken, I swore an oath on my honor that I would recover my son. Today, following years of research and preparation, I have at last devised a device that allows me to study mutations. If the gods in their goodness grant me but a bit of favor, I shall find a way to reverse said mutations and restore Jerome to a normal life.
So, Professor wasn't out to enhance Witcher mutations, wanted to reverse them. Wonder if he managed, and if there's anything in it for me. Crystal for this entry's missing. Might be somewhere. Should look around.
Let me look around. Why the fuck? Why can't I back out?
Observation number 30. The mutations do not set in at once. Curiously, they do not develop over a span of time. Rather, for a mutation to progress towards completion, the appropriate mutagen must be applied continuously. The subject does not bear this well, but I found a way to make the mutations less taxing, invasive. To the mutagen base, I add the albumin of a mutated giant centipede egg. Stored in a glass terrarium, the eggs do not develop, remain small. The eggs themselves are a sight to behold. Mutated, they are luminescent, emitting a wondrous glow. I can only hope my addition of the albumin will produce no significant side effects. Time will tell.
Crystal for this entry's missing. Might be somewhere. Should look around.
Years of experiments, research, sacrifice, all for naught. I have failed to achieve my defined objective. Each mutation I applied to my subjects proved ineffective when applied to Jerome. What I meant to cure him of his witcherism, that which I meant to restore to him a normal life, only deepened his mutations, further augmented his speed and strength, rendered him yet more inhuman. It seems my son must remain a witcher forever. I have failed. The time has come to abandon this place. Return home to Lydia. She may yet deign to take me back. The contraption and mutagens I leave here, let them wither and crumble, as did my dreams of regaining my son.
So the professor wanted to reverse the mutation's effects. Ended up deepening them. Stroke of luck for me. Could profit from his failure. So, Professor tried to neutralize the effects of Witcher mutations. Only managed to enhance them, though. Used the albumins of giant centipede eggs as his mutagen base. Need to go on an egg hunt.
Well, before we do that, let's get the crystals. Which I definitely saw one right here. See if we can find another one.
Quite the library. Mostly tomes on mutations and genetics.
Ah, there it is.
Intriguing as machinery goes, but how do I start it up? This crystal must go here. All crystals in place. Show me what you got. Just need to pick an entry.
Observation 22. Despite applying a surfeit of toxic substances, significantly more than usual, the subject displayed no symptoms of overdosing. I believe this to be an effect of the mutations. Thus, a minor success. This mutation should allow Jerome better to tolerate toxicity. Observation 58. Sometimes failure is the catalyst for success. I've discovered a method by which one type of mutagen may be transmuted into another through the addition of certain ingredients. This is a great day for science. In addition, I observed that today's dose of mutagens brought the subject to the brink of death. He then suddenly awoke, revived, his strength renewed. Not wholly, of course, but he did in a sense come back from the edge of death. Whether this is attributable to his mutations or to pure coincidence cannot be ascertained. I must conduct further experiments.
Seen enough. Guessing this man didn't come here willingly.
Going to guess the centipedes are in here.
Mom's awake and she's not in a good mood.
What the fuck? shit! Oh, thank God for that. Woo! Mama was very unhappy. God damn it. Whew. Don't know how many I need, so taking them all. Get undressed and activate Moreau's contraption. I'm gonna do a quick save real quick. Just in case we screwed up, you know.
Intriguing as Professor's mutagens might work on started as they did on his son. Well, time to find out.
Oh, did it work?
Power cell for portals. Feels dead. Maybe a sign will revive it. Preserved organs. Hope their donors weren't forced to give them up.
I'm assuming it worked. Quest. Let's say, where are we at? We are closer to Regis, so we'll probably do that. But there is a cave, and I'm very curious about that cave. Oh my god. Geralt. Okay, shit. We're gonna have to get more breath first. Of course, there's like a drowner near me. Where is he? What is this, the Count of Monte Cristo? Found all the secret treasure? Jeez. Acts like you can get on there, but apparently you can't. That's definitely a reference to the Count of Monte Cristo. It's gotta be. That's what it makes me think of, anyway. Oh, look at all this shit. Cutting it close, Geralt. Huh.
Regis!
Damn it. Locked. No way I got the place wrong. This is it. Gotta be. Gotta be another way in around here.
Oh, like the hole? The hole I was gonna literally explore?
Let's dance. Kicking wars. There are plenty around here. Kicking more eggs. Need to incinerate these to ash. That's some stench.
That pissed him off. Oh.
Agreed to meet a vampire at a cemetery. How much more cliché can you get?
Nothing comes readily to mind.
Could have left the door unlatched.
What of my privacy? I value it rather deeply. Unmolested, especially by unwanted guests, that's my preferred state. Besides, I knew you'd find a way to get in.
True enough. Need to find your friend. I'm hoping you'll agree to help.
I shall do whatever's in my power. Yet what you want or even need must matter little. What matters is what Dettlaff wants. If he does not wish to be found, you will not find him. Ever. End of story.
Come on. Gotta be some way.
Vampires can evade detection by the senses, and no divination magic works on us. Even the most precise megascope would be useless.
And this? Could this help?
Wherever did you get that?
Off one of the beast's victims, found by a bend in the river. Body was chopped in pieces. 3 of those pieces were hands. Hand with the ring seemed the odd one out, but Bruxa had taken an interest in it.
It's Dettlaff's hand, without a doubt. It will do splendidly.
Ring's pretty intriguing. Made of no metal I've ever seen. And the ornamentation.
It comes from our home. where we lived before the conjunction of spheres. It's actually mine. I received it from a dear old friend. You might call him a humanist. He saw us vampires as guests here, guests who owe their hosts, meaning you humans and the elder races, respect.
Respect? Meaning not to treat us like cattle to be slaughtered for food?
Precisely. And the reason why I, in turn, gave it to Detlef. To remind him of the ideals my old friend championed.
Can't you just summon Detlef? You're both hired vampires, there's gotta be a way.
If I'm to be entirely candid, there is indeed one. But believe me, we will be better off never availing ourselves of it. It is a last resort. Absolutely.
Last resort? The hell? Why?
There is a being who can summon Detlef. Possesses the authority, even the power, to force him to appear in a given place. But the very act of contacting this being, well, it's akin to walking a slack line extended over a chasm filled with molten lava. An exercise as perilous to me as it would be to you. A risk I'm unwilling to take. I beg you, let's do it my way. It will be both quicker and easier.
The hand. What do you plan to do with it?
You've heard of Kovinaris' theory of tissue memory retention.
Rings a distant bell. Read about it in Alchemia Oblitera. There's a copy at Kaer Morhen, tattered, nearly disintegrated. But if memory serves, Kovinaris never managed to prove it worked.
He did prove it, just never managed to publish his findings. He and I corresponded, you see, after we became friends. Thus, I know he completed his research and performed the first tests. It's complicated, so without delving into details, it is possible to use any piece of tissue to reconstruct what a whole body experienced.
How's it work? We need any special equipment?
We must brew a decoction which Kovinaris gave a rather poetic name, resonance. Once imbibed, it sends one into a trance similar to that induced by narcotics. This triggers visions of events linked to strong emotions experienced by the tissue's owner. Picture it as dreaming a fragment of someone's life.
Any chance we might see what Detlef was doing just before he lost his hand?
Indeed. Though I also hope resonance will reveal the location of Detlef's hideout.
Kovinaris spent half his life proving his theory. Wild guess. Making a dose of resonance won't be easy.
You guessed correctly. In addition to Detlef's tissue, we shall need a powerful occipital lobe stimulant. Effectively a poison, to make one susceptible to visions.
Well, got a few ingredients to choose from. Unfortunately, all are pretty rare. There's Mamoon glands, but closest ones I know of are in Vizima. A spotted white saliva would also serve, but they were cold to extinction over a century ago. Could go with a kobold's eyes, but the creatures are sentient. Rather not gouge one's eyes out.
Given that we lack the time to sleuth this out ourselves, permit me to summon some help.
I'd say, is that thing gonna crawl away? Is it gonna be like the Thing? Or is it called Thing? I think it's called Thing. You know, you Wednesday viewers. I still have not watched that series yet. Spooky season will be here before we know it, though.
What was that?
A raven? Rather a common sight at this latitude. Very intelligent fowl. I asked him to look for the creatures you mentioned. Him and his brethren. Perhaps they'll find one in the area, and I would hazard that a flock of ravens will spy any said creature faster than a solitary witcher would. With all due respect to your skills, my friend. It will take them some time, nonetheless, so perhaps you'd care for a snifter of mandrake.
No drinks for me, need a nap instead. We have been awake for a while. But fuck it, let's drink.
Rarely say no to a snifter.
Sadly, this is but a weak infusion rather than a proper distillate.
Even better. I remember your mandrake hooch. Made people say things they'd have rather kept to themselves.
Now, what could Geralt of Rivia prefer to keep to himself?
Seems you chose to misunderstand. I don't want to talk. This is a set. This a setup? Trying to get me to confess something? Got a lot of secrets.
So, think you've set a nice little trap for me? Sorry. Want to get me to confess? Gonna have to try harder.
I love a challenge. In that case, my ears are cocked. What must I do?
How about you get the ball rolling? Reveal one of your secrets. Vampires, intriguing creatures, must lead fascinating lives.
Anything in particular interest you?
Oh God, yes. Maybe there's something you'd want to ask me. Something specific. Where have you been? What have you been doing? What's it like being dead? How are you handling abstinence, not drinking blood? What's it like being dead?
Gotta ask you the big question. One everyone wonders about. What happens after death?
You wish me to tell you if the human belief in the gods is well-founded? Well, that I do not know. We vampires differ exceedingly from you humans. Our matter, that of which we are composed, can exist without form. We require neither a heart, nor a brain, nor air to breathe.
But were you dead?
As humans understand death, yes.
Feel anything? Understand anything?
It's rather hard to explain. I felt something very unsettling. Something I cannot even name, for I did no reasoning. Only after rebirth did I begin to understand that what I had felt was cold and unimaginable fear. If not for Detlef, I might have drowned in an eternity of icy terror.
Can't have been alive then. Sheesh, experience like that must be vicious.
Indeed, it's hard to compare to anything I know. Yet you are aware we don't see death as you do. The way you cling to life, we find it entirely peculiar. You are mortals, ergo it's a foregone conclusion. You will die. It's but a question of time. Thus, I often find myself wondering why you try so very hard. To die at 20 years, 40, even 100, what's the difference? They're all but the blink of an eye.
Depends on your point of view. Man who's got 1,000,000 crowns to spend can't possibly understand one who's only got 20.
Very true. One's outlook can indeed change much.
That was some good ass fucking writing. Bravo. I love that. That is what games need. Not this DEI bullshit. Anyway, I'm gonna keep my politics out of it. Anyway, let's ask that.
Got a new life, new body. That give you a new start? Blank slate?
Starting all anew is a very broad concept. What exactly do you mean?
Your blood addiction, say. Wondering if your body's the same, if it still remembers. Maybe if you drank now, you wouldn't get hooked.
All addictions are a form of slavery. Re-addiction's not a risk I'm willing to take, just to test a hypothesis about corporeal regeneration and whether propensities carry over.
Fair enough. Curiosity, that's all. Sorry.
Not to worry, Geralt. Curiosity's a natural reaction under the circumstances, apart from which I've always valued that trait in you.
Always fascinated me the way vampires can regenerate. A hand growing back is one thing, but Detlef recreating you out of a wet smear? Something else entirely.
For sure.
A difficult and laborious process, but one that's possible, as my presence proves. But I've heard you too had quite the adventure. They say you lost your memory.
For a bit, but Triss helped me get it back. Actually, pretty damn lucky I only had amnesia.
Yes, you humans are rather buggered in those terms. To strip you of life is, well, it's just plain easy. I've always pitied you in that regard. We vampires are much harder nuts to crack. If a member of another race kills one of us, we can be reborn with a living higher vampire's help. However, if one of our own strikes the deadly blow, death is permanent. There can be no rebirth. One of the chief reasons why vampires long ago swore never to fight one another.
Interesting. That's very interesting lore. That's something I don't think Geralt's ever heard of.
Curious what you did after you were reborn.
As I'm sure you can surmise, but first I was thoroughly absorbed with recovering. As it is, I've still not recovered completely. Yet I was so weak the first year that I could not stand nor move on my own. Detlef bore my weakness bravely, showed great patience. If not for him, I wouldn't be here, and I'd have regenerated far slower.
I would say they could turn to smoke.
Once I could at last stand unassisted, I set off for Bruges, for my one-time home of Dillingen. There I led the peaceful life of a rural healer and surgeon, enjoying my neighbours' respect and, in fact, constituting the exact opposite of the monstrous vampire the populace imagines.
Bruges, you say? Rebirth make you sentimental?
Perhaps a dash. But what of you? Where have you been? Ever find your Cirilla?
Back then, yeah. But we parted again soon after. And when the time was ripe, she came back, defeated the Wild Hunt together.
Ooh. Seems I certainly missed quite a bit while I was absent.
True enough. But it's a conversation we'll have another time. Need to know more about you now.
I like how he says that, and then he says, maybe there's something you want to ask me, something specific. I was going to say, though, yeah, I mean, it's weird that if he was a splatter on a wall that he'd be able to revive, but at the same time, they could turn into mist. Does the corporeal form really mean anything to a higher vampire?
All right, give you one question. What do you want to know?
One question to ask one as fascinating as you, Geralt. Cruel parsimony, I'd say, but I shall do my best to make it count. If you were to die and be reborn as I was, in your new life, would you choose to be a Witcher?
I don't know how Geralt would answer this, but I'm going to say, yeah, I'd be a Witcher. Maybe that's not what real Geralt would want, but I also feel like a lot of these answers, even though it might not be the exact answer the real Geralt would want say, it's also an alternative of what he could say, because it's possible that him being a Witcher is all he really knows. That's his life. He's been that way for like a few hundred years at least. I mean, it's possible he could say prefer to be someone else, but at the same time, I'm going to say, yeah, I'd be a Witcher.
See, Regis. Doubt I'd know how to be anything else.
Exactly.
Ever tried?
See, you're determined to get an answer, to find out if I like being a Witcher. Just refuse to ask directly, as always. I like being on the path. I like picking up a lead, a trail. I like the tension right before a fight. And nothing gets my adrenaline flowing like battling a beast. Even gotten used to people treating me like a freak, an outcast. Yeah, not something I think about much, but I like being a Witcher.
Thank you for being honest. Honesty is an attribute of the truly brave, and thus a privilege of the very few.
Still no sign of your winged friend. Sure it understood what you wanted?
Dead certain. Let's wait a bit longer. It'll return soon, don't doubt that for a moment.
On top of that, we just enhanced our Witcher abilities, and Geralt seemed pretty, like he wanted to do that. I think a guy who would hate being a Witcher wouldn't want to enhance his abilities. So the fact that he was so willing to do that, canon or not, I'm not sure, but the fact that he was willing to do that.
Ever vigilant, even in his sleep. Quite vampire-like, in fact. Are you absolutely certain they don't administer a few of our genes during the trial of the grasses?
Appreciate the compliment. Not as far as I know.
Appreciate the compliment. Got something for me?
You were right. No kobolds or mamoons for miles around.
Knew it.
Allow me to finish. You see, there's this spotted white. It haunts an abandoned residence in the Caraberta woods.
Impossible. My brethren hunted down every last spotted white before I was born.
Then it seems you must revise your knowledge of spotted whites. For somehow this one managed to survive your brethren's onslaught. It seems I know this home it haunts. Recall a tale about it. Locals believe the place cursed. Perhaps that's how the Whites survived entirely unmolested.
You love saying that word. That's the second time you've said that word. What's this about a curse? Know anything else about this what?
Know anything else about this curse?
I don't recall much in particular. Really don't attach much importance to such things. It was mentioned to me as an anecdote, no more.
Come on, search your memory. Something, anything could be important.
I believe it had a relation to hunger, or, perhaps greed, rapacity. Someone was punished for something.
Textbook definition of a curse, pretty much.
Sorry, Geralt, I try not to clutter my mind with the details of every far-fetched tale I happen to hear. What are your thoughts?
A specimen of a species thought long extinct, and a curse in one place. That a coincidence, or are they related?
Ah, professional curiosity. Personally, I've nothing against you delving into this dilemma, but please remember we need the Whites' saliva. Nothing beyond that.
Whites rarely appear in the woods, even less likely to find them in abandoned human homes. They inhabit remote wildernesses, old abandoned cemeteries.
What's your point?
This might not be a spotted white after all. Your little helper might have made a mistake.
I sincerely doubt it. Ravens are devilishly intelligent creatures, and they've highly developed observational skills.
What exactly did they observe?
The area around the estate, it's covered in spoons.
Spoons?
Spare me the skeptical smile. I'm but the bearer of this news. Or perhaps this spotted white is a hoarder. Or the spoons are somehow related to the curse.
Let's do this. Start making your decoction while I go get some saliva from that white. Uses it in its brews.
Do you imagine the white will simply sell you some?
Worst case scenario, I'll bring you its salivary glands. They ought to do as well.
For a moment there, I imagined you asking the white to spit into a vial. Quite amusing as a thought, but the salivary glands will do fine indeed.
So, see you later.
Yes, till later. I shall start by perusing some tomes.
Tomes? Thought you were gonna make this decoction.
We require one last ingredient. Alas, obtaining it could prove a trifle toilsome. Thus, I hope to identify a suitable alternative.
All right. Good luck.
And to you, my friend.
Oop, wrong button. Read the bestiary to learn more about spotted whites. Cage au fowl. I think that's how you say it. Could be foo. Where's the bestiary? I forget. I think it's in here. The best defense against spotted whites. Stay calm and leave them alone. Spotted whites were a subspecies of white which the Witchers drove to extinction. They were larger than their unspotted kin and own their names to their numerous blotches and effusions. Spotted whites would most often dwell in derelict cemeteries and empty wildernesses, yet at times took to living in abandoned human homes, abandoned human homes, I'm gonna say. They would indulge in their greatest passion, creating brews from their own image. Ooh, it's like popping boils, man. When not disturbed, spotted whites would not act aggressively. If threatened, however, they became very dangerous indeed. In the colder months, or when faced with an unseasonable chill, they would slip into a state of lethargy, making them easy targets. They don't like the cold, in other words. Even during their active periods, it is said the Witchers found a surefire way of besting them, based around careful casting of the Yurden sign, or at least so claims Witcher lore. necrophage, Igni, and you're. I feel like Igni wouldn't be accurate since they don't like the cold, but okay, whatever you say. Anyway, where's this at? How far are we? Be over that way. Well, let's wait on that. Let's do the other one first. Let's go here. So I'm pretty sure... Oh, the turning grounds are here. Let's go to the home first, because we can drop off some items. So yeah, let's check that out. What are you just waiting here?
Hey there. Whoa!
Horse, what are you doing?
Go, go.
What is going on? Why am I stuck? Are you kidding me? Look.
Hey-ya!
What the fuck?
What?
Faster.
What the fuck is this?
Hitchhikers are walking on a bright summer's day.
Run, Roach. Come on now.
What the fuck? Yeah, that was weird. I've never seen that happen before.
Scrawny, grey-haired,
If trust a woman, remember that.
Thank God we had a decent checkpoint.
Run, Roach.
Now you're telling me to go this way. Sorry, bitch.
Boring.
Not so fast, Roach. Faster.
Man, I thought I was getting stuck again. Are you kidding me right now?
What a bountiful season! We must water more barrels.
Man, this land's supposed to be beautiful.
Diddly snaps. My back aches something horrid.
I work from dawn to dusk's last light. Then give us.
Scrub off.
Let's go!
It's all foggy and shit. Oh, we're here.
Welcome home, sir. I am Barnabas Basil Fawlty. By order of the Duchess, I shall serve you as Major Domo of Corfu Bianco. I previously served with distinction at the Nibley family manor and in Nazaire with Admiral Rompali, who, as you are certain to know, is an extraordinary demanding gentleman.
Whoa, Barnabas Basil. One thing you ought to know. I'm not your typical landed gentleman. Truth be told, this is the first real property I've ever owned.
Oh, in that case, you must leave it all to me. I shall organize, see to everything, and whip the house into order. I dare say this place will soon be the most prosperous vineyard around.
Great. Can already see I'm in good hands. Vineyard comes across as a place with a rich history. Know who owned it before me?
Baron Rossel, who went bankrupt, forcing him to sell the estate to the Duchess. The Baron, in turn, had purchased it from Monsieur Boleus of the Headsman, a truly colorful man of Kedweni origin.
He was actually a headsman?
No, not him, but his great-great-great-great-grandfather. Indeed. Apparently, he was a common cutpurse who somehow secured for himself the post of ducal headsman in Beauclair. Went about his work with an exceptional penchant. They say he chopped off more heads than there are grapevines in the ducal vineyards. He never hesitated, not once. Never sliced unevenly, never botched a job. For his exemplary service, the Duke granted him a title and this estate. Monsieur Boleus, on the other hand, was an engineer in his younger years. Once retired, he settled here and took to producing wine. Sadly, misfortune struck and he lost his sense first of smell, then of taste. Additionally, he could not drink alcohol. His medic forbade it.
Shame that.
Yeah,
He
what
gave
the
up
fuck?
making wine?
Not at all. He made even more of it. Began throwing wild balls to which he'd invite friends from far and wide in order to treat them to his wine and delight in the fact that at least someone could enjoy it. It's the sort of man he was, Monsieur Boleus.
Mind giving me a little tour de Corvo Bianco?
Not in the least. Follow me, please. I think it would be practical to begin on the hill. Behold, sir, your estate in all its splendor.
Doesn't look like much.
Pretty vast.
Indeed. And now, sir, allow me to show you a handful of interesting details. Follow me, please.
But to
Been
be,
a major domo all your life?
to be fair, I don't know what I'm
come from
looking
a long
at.
line of major domos. My father was a major domo, as was my grandfather before him, as was my great aunt. In fact, she was the one to start the tradition.
Great aunt?
A hard woman. It is said that already as a child, she knew where she was going and went there. When she arrived in Beauclair, she signed on as a chambermaid at one of the vineyards. then slowly worked her way up to Major Domo. She dragged the rest of the family up the same path.
I'm gonna swap out our clothes real quick. This just feels a bit more appropriate.
Scrub often. You'll soon need a coffin.
The servants' quarters. I occupy the green home. With the Duchess's permission, I have hired a full staff. Their salaries to be paid from the ducal treasury.
Nice of her.
Not the most sightly part of the estate, I admit. But I think it's worthwhile for you as master of the domain to know where the help stays.
Go up to any knight and shout, "The beast!"
Baron Rossel ordered the vines in this part of the estate uprooted and olive groves planted in their place. They look beautiful, especially come spring.
Don't look at all bad now either.
Shout, "The beast!" You'll smell the soiled armor at once.
The days pass.
Down below lies your vineyard, where we grow a strain of Carfanere, one of the world's oldest. Aged in oak barrels, it provides for an exquisite wine with distinct blackberry, wild cherry, plum, and cinnamon notes. Marvelous.
Have to try it one of these days.
Not to mention the beautiful view.
The pile of work remains the same.
If ever trust a woman, remember that.
Nice well. Picturesque.
Yes, though it ran dry long ago. During the raucous feasts Master Volius held, he would order it filled with wine. There's a tale about a guest attending a Volius ball for the first time and thus unaware of the custom. He had suffered great heartbreak and had decided to end his life by jumping into the well. The festivities were coming to a close, and the well was nearly empty when the suicidal guest finally jumped. Instead of killing himself, he merely broke his legs. To numb the pain, he drank the wine.
Drank himself to death?
Not at all. When found the next day, he had concluded he'd witnessed twin miracles. The water had been changed into wine, and he had survived. He retired to a monastery in the Dragon Mountains and began preaching the wisdoms of Lebioda.
Nice little river. Future horse stable?
Diddly snaps. My back aches something horrid.
Monsieur Bolius's wife Nina kept a garden here. A supremely lovely place it was.
Bit neglected now.
I agree. Yet nothing stands in the way of restoring it to its former glory, and once again planting it with herbs and other vegetation.
I'm guessing that will cost me money to make this place look better. Some crown.
Madame Nina planted diminutive, delicate flowers and herbs here. One might say their aroma still hangs in the air.
You're quite the romantic, Barnabas Basil.
I don't see them. I don't see the aroma. Or should I say smell them?
Darn steadily! My Camilec aches something fierce.
And what do you get for all that work? A crook in your back once
This
you're
served
on
as an additional wine cellar in years of plentiful harvests.
Bit of work and it'll make a fine stable for Roach.
Oh, yeah, that could be the stable. Yeah, sure.
Man who dare not down some red is a man whose wives like to thump his head.
Are a knight's errand?
The cellars, voila.
You're so heroic.
During
We had
Monsieur
to summon a
Bolis's
witcher
time,
to do
wine
their
was
work.
kept here, but Baron Rossel used it to store olive oil as well. I took the liberty of cleaning up the
For all that work.
mess, which...
I made while fighting the Bruxa. Thanks, Barnabas Basil. Appreciate it.
As you can see, the facade is, how to put it, slightly stained.
We would
But one
stomp
cannot
till we
deny
were
it,
wrecked
a
and
certain
sweaty.
subtle southern charm.
True, though it could use a bit of subtle paint.
And welcome inside. On the left is the master bedroom. On the right, the dining hall and kitchen. Upstairs, you shall find the guest room, currently used for storage.
Not a bad idea.
At the moment, the house is only minimally furnished. Yet I believe we will, together, devise some innovative arrangements. A few paintings, for instance, would breathe new life into the abode immediately. With that, sir, you've seen the full lay of the land. Corfo Bianco is a beautiful estate. Though one must admit, time has taken its toll. Forgive me for being forward, but if you were to choose to invest a small sum towards its beautification, consider me at your service on the matter.
Think I'll take you up on that. Be sure to come and see you if I decide to do any remodeling. Mentioned the place could stand to be spruced up.
Oh, most decidedly, sir. The question is where you would like to begin this rejuvenation.
It makes sense to do the housework. Although the grounds would look good too. Let's see what the house.
Been thinking about the outer walls. Maybe a fresh coat of paint or some patching.
If I might dare to make a suggestion, why not start with a general renovation? I once oversaw such work at Admiral Rompelli's summer residence. The effects were simply breathtaking. Not only did the residence positively sparkle afterwards, but we also made room to display the Admiral's armor and weapons, of which he was a passionate collector.
It's in your hands then. Make the place shine.
I shall get to work immediately. Within a day's passing, I shall have sent for the crew which rebuffed the Admiral's residence. They are the finest specialists around. Highly skilled at what they do, it shall not take them too long, I wager. 2 days after they begin, your eyes will behold your residence in its refurbished, rejuvenated, beautified state.
So 3 days in total.
Is there anything else you require, sir?
Got these spacious grounds. But maybe it's time to make them more... useful.
Oh, yes. We certainly should. The way I see things, given your trade, sir, you would be wise to put in a grindstone and an armorer's table. A good way to start things off, don't you think?
Makes sense.
In my trade, my blades get dull pretty quick. Could use a grindstone, professional grade.
Of course. No one would consider that an unnecessary extravagance, I would wager.
Then send out for one, please. A high-quality stone to be set up in the yard.
Of course. I shall send a runner to town at once. I believe you shall be grinding to your heart's content by tomorrow.
Nice.
Will you be needing anything else, sir?
My armor needs work from time to time. You know, oil this, reinforce that. Could use a decent work table where I could do all that.
Admiral Rompelli once hired a specialist who made the finest armorer's tables this side of the Yaruga. I will contact him at once.
Good. Order me up a table like that.
Immediately, sir. I expect it will take at most 1 day to arrive.
Nice.
Will you be needing anything else, sir?
there any more to do with the grounds?
Starting to get into this whole renovating thing. There must be other things we can improve.
I agree. Yet I would urge you to hold off on further construction until the ongoing work is done. Juggling can be a challenging art. It's best not to undertake too much at once.
That's fine. That's realistic.
Thanks. Gotta get back to my business now. See you soon.
Yeah, I mean, we did the residence, or at least basic residence, the grindstone and the armor, so I think I'm good with that. The house will look better in 3 days. Grindstone armor should be here by tomorrow. Hey, there's the bed. I could just sleep. I'm guessing my chest is not here. It must be somewhere else. Oh, weapon rack. Look at that. Ah. Oh, this is the master bedroom. He did say that, didn't he? Stash. We have a lot of shit. Look at all those weapons I stored. Oh my god. Okay. We do want to store some things, though. Well, that was fun. Maybe not so much for you guys, since it was kind of like, you know. So. Alright, so we can wait it out, or we can go to our next quest, which I kind of want to do, since he's right here. This place time to improve.
The Dutch is small, but do you know any who's not heard of our wines?
I'd rather be an eagle than a quail.
If they would just take to work as they take to dance and drink.
If I only could, I could.
Shit reminds me of the Shire. That's how peaceful it is here. Even deer are prancing around here. Hey, buddy.
Our little Annie has a cavernous cranny with room for an army and 2 more up her fanny.
No two ways about it.
Oh, that's bad luck.
Witcher, I've a matter of prime urgency and import. I must speak to you.
Monster Slayer.
Your wound. Feeling better?
It's healing splendidly, though I am to avoid trouble for some time. To be frank, that is precisely why I wish to speak with you.
Want me to stand in for you? Take on some trouble on your behalf?
That could very well be the case. You see, there is a maiden, nay, a lady. I suspect someone's cast an ill spell upon her. A curse, perhaps.
Let me guess. She suddenly grew cold, haughty, and distant, though the night before she was flirtatious and alluring.
Tut tut, Witcher. You jest, yet the matter is grave. Though true, the lady in question is dear to my heart. I shall not deny it. I fear she has fallen victim to ill magic, and knows no one she could turn to for help.
What makes you think she might be cursed?
You must keep all I say to yourself, I beg you. I would never dare to be so indiscreet normally, yet I'm troubled about her, for her. Vivian shuns the company of others. Though the fairest maid at court, she keeps men at a distance. I thus determined I would resort to trickery.
Trickery? That even befitting of a knight?
In war, yes. And what is love if not battle? As it were, one evening I crouched in hiding outside her seamstress's home. As Vivian emerged from it, I too emerged. Ever so gently but convincingly collided with her, then promptly offered to escort her home. She consented. At first, all augured well. I proposed a more scenic route. She agreed. I made kindly forays into conversation, and she even began to respond as we neared the end of our route.
Then suddenly,
mid-speech, from her mouth there flew a most hideous shriek. I stopped stone cold in my tracks while she turned red, then promptly ran off. I did not give chase that time. I attempted to approach her on several ensuing occasions, to learn what had happened, for I feared she had become entangled in some trouble. I noted that often, come night, she ventures into the woods, where I've seen her walk about a glade near a pool. I've striven on occasion to follow her, but lost track each time. It seemed then she'd melted into the air.
sound you heard. She might have just had a sore throat.
Had I thought it possible the sound was natural, I never would have taken up your precious time.
Notice any other strange behavior? Additional symptoms?
No, Vivian's avoided me wholly since the first encounter. But folk gossip.
What about?
They say she's secretive, that no one ever sees her after dusk, that she's wont to suddenly disappear.
Nothing unusual about any of that. Tell me more about Vivian. Who is she? What's her story?
She's Her Enlightened Highness's lady-in-waiting. Her mother was a lady-in-waiting, her father a knight. That is all I've learnt, for the Duchessa grows angry when asked about her. Vivian spends her days within the palace walls. Yet we are in luck, for she has been named the tourney's patroness this year. Thus, each participant will be granted an audience with her.
Got a problem then. See, I'm not a participant.
I've devised a solution already. You shall take my place in the lists and thus gain the chance to speak to her. I was looking forward to winning the tourney, very much so. Yet for Vivian, I am prepared to sacrifice anything.
This tourney, how's it work exactly?
It is the year's grandest and most important contest. Knights from all corners come to face off for the grand prize. And more importantly, for glory. A demanding test of knightly prowess in horsemanship, marksmanship, and fencing. I qualified for the first time, had great hopes of winning. Yet...
Yeah, I get it. Anything for Vivian.
My beard's growing.
Hardly a regular job, this. Not often I gotta take part in a tourney to fulfill a contract. Fee can't be anything ordinary either.
I'm no magnet to command heaps of coin, but naturally I shall award you a just amount. How much do you demand? Agreed. That is an amount I can indeed muster.
Fine, I'll look into it. Gotta admit, piqued my curiosity.
I shall be forever in your debt. Now, we must ensure you are not eliminated from the tourney before you can meet Vivian.
Meaning?
could you show me how you shoot, ride, and fight, perchance? And you must learn the tourney rules, know how to apply them in practice. I did not mean to suggest I doubt your abilities. Everyone must train, even a witcher. Besides, the tourney contests must surely differ, require skills you don't usually apply, races above all. The choice is yours. Where shall we start?
Target practice.
Marksmanship. Feel I need to do some shooting.
Come with me. The marksmanship contest shall pit you against another with the best time and score. He who hits all his targets first wins.
Hope my aim's as good as that Cupid's who shot you.
Sometimes when you speak, I miss the meaning entirely. Hit the red targets.
Am I timed? I was timed.
Once more?
Yeah, I'm good.
Done enough shooting.
Where to now? If you wish to know my thoughts, were I you, I would train on the race course ahead of all else.
Alright.
Let's do some riding. Roach will like that.
Excellent idea. Come with me. The tourney's race differs from others you might have taken part in. You shall not ride against any opponent.
How's it a race at all, then?
It's a race against time. The true track begins in the arena, runs round the tourney grounds, then finishes again in the arena. The training track, however, lies beyond the arena. We shall go there now.
Well, the good news is I have one of the better racing saddles in all the land. Assuming it's still connected. Or equipped, rather. Which it should be. So I shouldn't have a problem with the race. Hopefully.
All is ready. Now listen, for it can be quite the challenge. Along your route stand dummies and targets. The dummies you may cut with your blade. The targets you must hit from your crossbow. The time you have to complete the course shall increase each time you land a strike, be it with blade or bolt. It may sound simple enough, yet I've seen many a knight fail this contest and hang his head in shame. During the race proper, judges throughout the course shall tally your points. For now you may ride unperturbed by those matters.
Hey-ya!
How do I know which cross?
Giddy up. Whoa there, Roach.
So, have you had enough, or do you wish to ride again?
No, I get the concept.
Had enough. Rather not wear my horse down before the real race.
Where to now?
Be nice to swing, do some footwork, work up a sweat.
Very well. We shall practice infantry combat, one-on-one. Each knight opts for his own method. Rainfall, for instance, fights halberd in hand. Come with me. You will team with other knights to fight. The clash simulates a true skirmish during battle. Come the end, you shall fight a duel. It will determine your place on the podium. I always liked the duels the best, but now I can think only of my Vivian. In the end, it is good you will replace me. I sense I would simply be distracted this time. Trolling on an empty stomach.
The gods have sent a beast as punishment for our sins. We have ceased to suffer our ancient traditions.
The way she said beast was very dramatic.
Ways about it.
A beast!
They say the beast devours your meat. Armor and all. Now they made it so fear it will come to them begging.
Stand at the center of the training ground. A knight will approach and challenge you.
Witcher act always with reason. I will stand and fight, but be warned, I do nothing halfway. Swish, swash, swish, swash! Attack! Attack!
Well, I remembered how to do that. Why did you put your sword away, Geralt?
Come on, come closer.
I expected you to do well, but not that well.
Think I've seen enough. Sorry to be blunt, but the simplest Witcher contract demands more skill than this kind of combat.
Now you must go to the inscription tent. Honor and glory are all true and good, but your scrolls must be in order.
Well, I think before we even do that, let's give Geralt a haircut. Which is right there. How do I mark? Mark, yes.
Sleep strengthens, and wine makes you sleepy.
Hey ho,
And
hey ho!
Wine
Knight's life is
strengthens.
full of wop.
Have I gone absolutely cuckoo? Selling all
Witcher.
Might buy some armor just to make him look cool.
The gods have sent a beast as punishment for our sins.
Girl permanentation, hair rejuvenation, dandruff. Welcome, my good sir.
Need a bit of grooming.
Farewell.
My time's up. So long.
Let's see. Blacksmith armor. I'm guessing one of those will have.
You'd best behave, friend. You're in Beauclair, see?
And last trump honor. He said.
Armor chromed and greft or fluted, whatever your heart's desire.
Show me what you got there.
Let's see what you got in stock.
Yeah, now this is what I'm talking about. Actual armor. Why can't I get that? Tourney armor. I can get tourney armor. Get tourney armor. Tourney boots. Yes. We got tourney pants. We do. Tourney gauntlets. Sure, let's buy that. Why not? Now here's the thing. Does it show what we currently have equipped? I don't think it does. $70. We have so many saddlebags. Or saddles. Jesus. You know what? I might get one of them.
So long.
What are your needs, master?
Take good care of yourself.
Where's my horse? Why are you in there?
No way to zip through the streets while everyone sleeps.
There's a floating sword. Beautiful. Anyway. Here's what he currently looks like. Alright. Should we add the cape? Make it official. That's a mod, by the way. Add the mask too. Oh yeah, that's right. If I do that, then I can't add the cape. It's okay. I'll do the cape. I want the cape more. Ah, here's the horse stuff. I'm curious what the horse will look like. Got Toussaint, Leclerc, and Knight Errants. Let's do Knight Errants. And then... I think we looking official.
Ugh. Ow!
And there is a grindstone over here.
A smashing place we have. Eh? Wine by the barrel. Peace and quiet. Lovely views.
Wait, wasn't there a...
He's no hero.
Ah,
Sorry. Maybe I can get a drink here.
Did you kiss our sweet shining sun?
Hey, buy food? How do I buy food? You a merchant? Ah, here we go.
Welcome, welcome. Tell me what you'd like.
I'd like to buy some food.
Be so kind as to show me what you have to sell?
Oh my god, there's Gwent cards galore. Let's get them all.
So long.
Eat, drink, and be merry. Thus spake the prophet Medallion.
Come now, let's clearly rubbish.
Oh! Oh!
The North must be a terribly barbaric land.
I swear I thought he was going to say the North remembers.
Ah! Hey, you grey-haired chit!
And well, with that said, this episode's been pretty long. We'll start the tourney at the beginning of the next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Waving that at me? Really?
If you upset the guards, I might attack you.
Drink
Whoops.
and loosen your belt, for you are in too soon.